peeps, my name is Chris, and today we are going to be taking a look at Figma, Satou, Kazuma,
はい、カズマです。
and Figma, Aqua.
Konosuba is an anime classified as Isekai. Isekai refers to stories about people or even things being transported to a different world. Nowadays it has been used by a lot of lazy writers with no original ideas, but Konosuba stands out by being a satire of this, with a lot of comedy and memorable characters, like its main character Kazuma, who was sent to a different world by the goddess Aqua.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And this is just the beginning of a great story.
So let's start taking a look at Kazuma, the main character of the show. Kazuma comes in this classic Figma bot.
In the front we can notice the Match Factory logo,
The number of the figure and the name of the anime the character is from, and also the Kadokawa logo that certifies this as an official product. Finally, at the back we can find some pictures of the figure in different poses. So now let's take a look at the figure itself. Kazuma has an amazing painting and sculpting job. Figma is usually focused on female characters.
we are going to see that later with Aqua.
But they really did a good job with this guy. His face is just like in the anime, and they also represented his relaxed hairstyle perfectly. His clothes are perfectly sculpted with no place for painting issues, but something that I noticed is that his knees are painting blue, while the rest of their pants are painting gray, and it doesn't show it like that in the butts. Could it be that just mine has that problem? Anyways, he also has his sword sheath attached to his belt. I don't really wanna try to remove it, but you know, Kazuma wouldn't be himself without his green cloak. So let's put it on. Alright, doesn't look bad, but I think that a cloth cloak with a bendy wire would have been a lot better, so we could get him in some dynamic poses, but at least they give him some articulation,
Which is pretty visible.
not to mention that it has some painting issues on the yellow parts.
Anyways, let's proceed to articulation part.
Ball joint at the head, rotation at the shoulder. There is actually a ball joint at the shoulder, bend at the elbow, and allows for rotation. Wrist rotation. Can look down and up this. Oops. This is not supposed to happen, and this is why I buy SH figures instead of Figma.
Most of the time, at least.
But well, now we know that there is a ball joint at the base of the neck. Arms can go up this far. Chest rotation and up crunch. A bit limited waist rotation. Legs can go up this far. Bend at the knee, which is blue and is not supposed to be that color. A beautiful spread. What I think is a ball joint at the feet and a hinge joint at the tip toe. The cloth has what I think are 3 hinge joints. Oh, and by the way, it loves to fall. They should have used some ball joints instead of this. Anyways, we plug it back, and it also has rotation. So now let's check the accessories. First of all, I would like to mention that the figure comes with an extra joint just in case you break one. Kazuma comes with this relaxed and smiling face as default. To change is pretty similar to SH figures. We just have to remove the hair part, then the face, then we add the new one, and then we put the hair part back. Then we have this impudent smile for when he's feeling like he is the one controlling the situation and getting a benefit from it. I usually do this face while Gabriel is doing the transformation scenes. This screaming face, this one is quite funny. There are a lot of comedy moments with this one, like yelling at Aqua for using his money to buy alcohol, or telling her that she's useless or something like that. Now for the hands, he comes with these 2 fists as default. A pair of open hands, this pair of holding hands, meant to hold his sword Chun Chun Maru, named like this by Megumi. It can also be stored at his sheath. This pair of lads open hands, this pair of like grabbing hands. He looks a bit scary with this combination of face and hands. And this only hand meant to plug this water spell effect. And I don't really remember the context of this. If you know it, let me know in the comments. Could this be a representation of his most iconic spell, Steel? Speaking of which, he also comes with this pants,
And he can even hold it like in the show.
so now this figure is not secure for children. Well, it's not like Konosuba is. I bet the fandom is full of weird people that are obsessed with Megumi, which I also am. I love you, Megumi. This figure also comes with an included Figma stand, which comes with every Figma figure. SH figures usually learn from this. It has to be plugged in any of these 2 holes, so we are gonna plug it here. There you go, now we can have this guy in some dynamic and cool poses. He also comes with this Figma accessory bag, so you can save all the accessories inside it. Size comparison time! Here's Figma, Satou Kazuma, next to Hayato's Godzilla Pre-Evolved, Studio Series Transformers 1 Optimus Prime, Hammond Collection Velociraptor Delta, SH Figures Even Exclusive Vegito Blue, check that review, it's really good, and Figma Megumi. This one should get a review someday.
Kazuma is a good figure with a good amount of accessories, good articulation, and an amazing anime accuracy, with the painting issues in the cloak and parts falling down, the cloak articulated parts most of all. I think it should have been made of cloth like in other Figma figures. It makes it impossible for me to give it 5 stars, so we are going to give it 3 out of 5.
So now it's time to check everyone's useless goddess, Aqua! The box is the same as Kazuma's but printed blue to represent Aqua's main color. The painting and sculpting on this beauty is wonderful! I've been looking for some painting issues but I couldn't find not even one. I think it is a lot superior to Kazuma. As I said before, Figma is focused on female characters most of all. Her hair, anime accurate face, the ribbon on her neck, and her stockings and squeezing her juicy thighs. A hair that's important for otakus. Even her skirt makes use of transferred plastic for more anime accuracy.
And all those details and undulations on the skirt.
Everything is perfect!
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
And I know what you little perverts are thinking. Pantsugami Eru, which I don't think is pretty anime accurate. Anyway, it's time to check the articulation. This part broke while I was posing it. Let me see if I can find some glue or something. By the way, this is based on the H2O molecule. Let me see if I can fix it.
I already contacted my company and they are going to send me a replacement.
Alright, I used some nail glue. Let's just hope it doesn't fall. Well, anyways, let's go with articulation. Hey, let's be careful. Here we have a little ball joint at the head, I guess. Arms can go up this far. Rotation at the shoulder. Bend at the elbow. I think this time there's a ball joint at the hand with rotation, of course. A little of an ab crunch, but it's in the chest, so it will be a chest crunch. Let me know in the comments if you know what this is. There's a little hinge joint in the hair. Chest rotation. Legs can go up this far, not too much because of the skirt. Let's see backwards. Yeah, it does a bit better backwards. Bend at the knee. I think there's a ball joint at the knee because it also has rotation. There's a thigh swivel here, a ball joint at the feet, and no bend at the tip top, but that's fine this time. Now let's see those accessories. Aqua comes with this happy face as default. Again, to change it we have to remove this hair part, then the face, then we put the new one, put the hair part back again. This is screaming and crying face. Again, a lot of comedy moments have made use of this face before. And a smiling while crying face or something. She also comes with an extra joint just in case. Comes with this relaxed open hands as default. These two fists that I think you can use for this is first for her divine technique that can destroy all evil, which has proven to be useless. Yep, this is a word that is commonly used when referring to Aqua. These two thumb up hands, by the way, remember to like and subscribe. These two hands meant to use her two fans. They also come with two splashes of water that have to be attached here. They're meant to represent her natural beauty spell, which again is useless, like her. These two pairs of holding hands, so now she can hold her magic stuff. And again, I can't come with a specific moment of her using it. Again, it is useless. Anyways, it can be displayed with a closed and open flower. And let's not forget about her included star that has a hinge joint, and a hinge joint. Also comes with this little part that Kazuma didn't have. Well, at least I didn't notice. Then we plug Aqua's back, and now we can get her in some cool poses. Size comparison time! Here is Figma Aqua next to Godzilla, Optimus Prime, Vegeta Blue, Delta, Figma Megumin, and Figma Satou Kazuma. I really love how these three look together. I can't wait until Darkness comes out to have the whole team together.
Figma Aqua is the perfect representation of the character. Amazing articulation, just a bit limited because of the skirt. Details, painting, everything looked perfect. I really was going to give her 5 stars, but then it broke. What a shame. If it hadn't broke, I could have gave her the 5 stars, but this time we are going with 3 out of 5. By the way, I didn't complain for the price at all in this video, which is not cheap, but I got it at Japan for around 50 bucks each.
Alright guys, 2 more amazing additions to the collection. Aqua was my favorite one this time. She was beautiful. Just a shame that it broke. Not I would have given the 5 stars I think, because she comes with a lot of accessories and she looks awesome. Also Kazuma is really good, but I don't like the problems that it had. Because Smile, why did you paint the knees blue if the pant is gray? That makes no sense. Anyways, the 2 figures were awesome. By the way guys, Aqua was the winner of a votation that we did last week. So stay tuned, and if you see a figure that you would like to see a review of, vote for it. Right? That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching and please subscribe. See you! Wow, what a beauty.